Hello there. I'm Ryan Chan, CEO and founder of UpKeep, and today I'm going to take you on a deep dive into the world of thermography. If you've ever wondered about the secrets your equipment's temperature readings might hold, you're in the right place. We will explore the principles of thermography, discuss the importance of the right equipment selection, and how to evaluate your results effectively. So stay tuned to learn how you can use this powerful tool to optimize your maintenance and operation strategies. Have you ever wondered how you can leverage temperature readings to gain insights about the operating conditions of your equipment? Well, that's where thermography comes in. Thermography is an imaging method that works by detecting the levels of infrared radiation emitted by an object. With thermal imaging and analysis, we can non-intrusively inspect plant equipment and facilities. Thermography and infrared imaging have become standard tools for organizations, proving useful for preventive and predictive maintenance strategies. They're used in various applications such as mechanical analysis, electrical safety, insulation inspection, and leak detection. Now let's dive a little deeper into the principles of thermography. It's all about measuring thermal energy in the form of infrared radiation. We use instruments to take the surface temperature of an observed component. These instruments can measure three main types of radiated energy: emitted, reflected, and transmitted. These types of energy correspond to the following properties of a material. 1. Emissivity, which is the ability of objects to give off radiation. 2. Reflectance, which is the ability of objects to reflect radiation. 3. Transmittance, which is the ability of objects to allow radiation to pass through. Different materials have set values for these properties, and this behavior is based on Kirchhoff's law of thermal radiation. In simple terms, the sum of the values of these three properties is always 1. This formula plays a practical role in taking thermal images. For instance, materials with low emissivity, like metals with reflective surfaces, would suggest higher portions of reflected radiation. These materials require more care when having their measurements taken, as it can be harder to get accurate readings. When it comes to instrument selection for thermography, thermal imaging cameras are the go-to technology due to their high accuracy and level of detail. However, depending on your requirements, other types of equipment like handheld thermometers or heat-sensitive stickers can also perform the task. When choosing the right measuring equipment, consider these key points. 1. Do you need adjustable controls depending on the temperature range? 2. Is the spatial resolution enough to represent the observed surface area? In other words, are there enough pixels in the display to render a useful image? 3. Does the thermal sensitivity allow you to make precise observations? 4. Do you require additional protective installations when performing inspections? Now, let's talk about specific procedures. Environmental conditions can play a role in the deviation of thermal readings. For instance, wind can cause a cooling effect on a surface that requires inspection. When measuring surfaces of components from different angular positions and distances, temperature readings can be affected by ambient reflections from nearby sources. In such cases, it's helpful to obtain a few more readings within the surrounding region to rule out any anomalies. Also, it's crucial to ensure that your measuring devices are calibrated. This is the first step to obtaining accurate data. Once you've gathered data through inspections, it's time to evaluate the results. Your standard operating procedure should allow you to interpret the data collected and decide whether further action is required or not. For instance, you can gather a list of normal thermal ranges under which your equipment or facilities operate. This will act as your baseline reference. During inspections, you can then calculate the temperature difference from your set baseline. A higher deviation from the baseline could indicate that urgency is required to resolve the issue. It's best to align your evaluation with industry standards and best practices. These standards will depend on the type of equipment or facility inspected. For instance, electrical equipment have some generally accepted standards relating to temperature indicators while in operation. Similarly, mechanical components such as bearings, pumps, and compressors have various literature available on applying thermographic inspections. Given the significance of thermography, organizations and industry leaders are continually expanding and refining analysis procedures. Here are some examples of thermography standards and resources available. 1. The National Fire Protection Association has guidelines for thermal inspections in documents like NFPA 79, Electrical Standard for Industrial Machinery, and NFPA 70B, Recommended Practice for Electrical Equipment Maintenance. 2. The Infraspection Institute offers standards on maximum allowable temperature ranges for various rotating equipment such as bearings, seals, and rolling elements. 3. The American Society for Testing and Materials has released several documents that offer standards for using infrared thermography in mechanical equipment, electrical equipment, and facility-related systems. There you have it. Thermography is a powerful tool that can provide valuable information about the operating conditions of your equipment. By understanding its principles, selecting the right equipment, following specific procedures, and evaluating results based on industry standards, you can maximize the benefits of thermography in your maintenance and operations. Thank you for watching this deep dive into thermography. We've discussed its principles, the right equipment selection, and how to evaluate your results effectively. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more insights. To learn more about how UpKeep can help optimize your maintenance and operations strategies, visit us at upkeep.com.